Yeah, law earlier when you asked the question, man, I could see it in your face. You're like, damn, I just got to the party and now what are we supposed to do? Look, I don't want to talk because this is, like I said, we're not going to talk strategy on the air. Um, I agree with Mike and with you. I think that we need to use every tool that's in the toolkit, right? And so while it is still possible to have dialogue, okay,
Mhm.
I think that you talk until you can't talk anymore,
Yeah.
right? So I think that it is still uh, effectual to stay engaged with local government, but like I said, with no anticipation that they're actually going to do anything. Okay. And I think that we also do need to hold them accountable, right? Now, I don't know if, do you want to talk about the coalition now or no? I think you're muted, man.
So we can wait. I'm really interested in hearing about more of the strategy.
Okay.
I'm trying to get to the part where we pause the recording so
Okay.
Mike can speak freely.
So yeah, I didn't want like to raise any alarm. Like there's no hope. There's nothing you could do. I didn't want you to get that. But what I did want to do, like the whole purpose of this is like for those who listen in our community to go, hey, it's time for you guys to have this conversation. Like for real. Like you really need to start talking about the fact that we're in a fascist dictatorship and you got to start moving now. You got to get off. I mean, don't get off of TikTok, but you have to start interacting in your local area now. And you need to start coming up with if this, then this plans, right? So that's where I'm coming from with it. And I do have, some strategies I ain't going to talk about with how to leverage whatever level of paying attention to the rule of law and the Constitution any of these elected officials are still playing with. You know what I mean? You can still leverage it, I think, effectually while there's still time. And again, I already know, this is not really about saving a fucking thing. There's nothing to save. This is about what happens next. This is what happens after. The networking and the community that is built and the framework for something better than the Constitution. Okay, better than what what we have to deal with. I mean, because it's just time. It's time for an upgrade. It's time for
Most definitely.
Yeah, it is. And we know it. And the other thing is, no matter what plans or strategies or anything like that for moving forward, I know that number one, you better be in touch with your spirituality. Anybody, anybody who's in this day and age, you better get in contact with your higher power because that's the only thing. That's it. That's the only thing that's going to make a damn difference and get you through it. We're just playing the parts that it's leading us to play. You know what I mean? And so I do want to wrap this up, but the point of this was to instigate the conversation in our community and to let others in the community who may hear this know that, hey, look at us people who've been outcasted in society. Like Mike, he's had solutions for years. Yeah, and you're right. Mike, you've been laying a lot of groundwork, and I know how frustrating it has been for you to put in all the work that you've put in, screaming from the top of your fucking lungs for people to pay attention and listen. I get it, right? But now it's like, yeah, but I know a guy who's got the solutions.
Yeah.
Okay. All of us are, it's like a Final Fantasy team. We all have to come together, like you're talking about. We got a witch over here. We got a sorceress over here. We got, and that's really, in my opinion, and if anybody who has any reverence toward any scriptures knows that during the period that we're in, there are that chosen few that are called to do exploits, right? That are called to do some cool superhero stuff, at least in the scriptures that I read. And I'm trying to play, try out for that fucking part. I don't want to get the worst end of it. I don't want anybody around me to get the worst end of it. But like you said, Sabrina, there's going to be a mess. I mean, it's already started. So that was my motivation for recording tonight, was just to get this conversation started in our own networks and our own community. So we'll do ladies first. For anybody who is listening to this, if you guys do want to network with us and share your insights or offer your resources or your strategies for how outside of any framework of government, this community can make it through the next 4 years and beyond that. And then go ahead, Marsha, you start with where people can find you and how they can get a hold of you if they want to start networking.
You can find me on Facebook under Marsha Gosier, Marsha Gosier. And same thing on IG. And yeah, so that's probably like the best place.
So just reach out
to reach out to
through socials.
Social media.
Okay.
And yeah, for now.
All right. Anything you want to add before we wrap this one up?
Buy a lot of seeds. And yeah, buy a lot of seeds. Even if this doesn't happen, like, and I have to do better myself, like buy them and plant them. Don't just look at them. Buy them and plant them. And if you don't know what you're doing, check with your neighbor. Have some conversations with your neighbor, because people are not, you don't even know who's living next door with them, living next door beside them. And, so those are things that you can do, and learn how to swim.
Mona's been
trying
out
all my life.
Mona and me, we've been out getting the everything ready to plant, because it is that time, and that's you raise a good point. Talk to your neighbors, and start networking. Mona, do you want to tell people where they can get a hold of you?
I think she's muted.
I had you muted, so say that again.
MonaLucia.com, and you can find all of my socials, links, and my information there.
Alrighty. Sabrina, you don't give a shit. You want all of us down here in the same community to get hauled off in black bag? No, just go ahead. I'm playing.
I mean, you're
the balance.
Right? I'm Sabrina Black. You can find me on Facebook as Sabrina Black. You can also look up divineamerica.com and read some of the posts that I do. I guess be forewarned, my content is a little bit more intimidating.
Law
Dixon, we are launching Law Dixon Coalition. Feel free to reach out, lawdixoncoalition@gmail.com for police overreach and problems like that. And Law Dixon on social media.
Yeah. And as we get closer to launching that, we'll talk more in detail about it. But I think everybody on here is going to like that shit. Mike, I'm going to let you close it out, man. And this is the first time you've officially been on the podcast. So this has been fucking great. We got to get you back on. But go ahead, man. Tell people where they can find you and how they can network with you. And close us out.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Appreciate all y'all's time. This was definitely fun. And one thing that I want to stress is to have the hard conversations. I think we're scared to talk to people because we're afraid of what they're going to say. Just to say it. That's the only way we're going to get through this shit, y'all. So if y'all want to find me and if you want to have those conversations, I got the podcast Controversial Conversation on YouTube, or you can find me on Instagram or TikTok, which is JokestaBaby. That's JOKESTABABY. And we talking our shit over there. We doing what we do. Got the spoken word podcast, or the spoken word album, Protest Poetry is out. We about to drop some more stuff. And then we got the Community Resource Network, which is the nonprofit that we're running. So y'all find us at crn478.org. And we're doing that work out there. So I appreciate everybody's time. I appreciate my guest here. I appreciate the host, DLC. Thank y'all. And we're going to call it Power to the People.
All right, man. Yeah. Me and Mona, I think it was a couple of weekends ago, we listened to Protest Poetry again. Like, we just opened up the house and let it play. I was like, it's really good. So anybody who hasn't heard that, man, check it out on Spotify. But everybody can find me at downloadedcontent.com, all my social medias. Please subscribe to the newsletter, because a lot of the stuff that we'll be talking about as far as networking with all of us, I'll be putting out exclusively through newsletters and not just, on the posts and everything. But yeah, go to downloadedcontent.com and then, you can find me everywhere else. So, anyway, that's it for the official recording. Now we're going to plot the downfall of the government.
Looking for safe, legal access to medical cannabis or psilocybin, no matter where you live? Welcome to CannaSense. We offer lab-tested medicine to patients and adult users in all 50 states. No prescription? No problem. With our telemedicine services, there are no in-person appointments, and same-day approvals are available nationwide. CannaSense welcomes medical patients and recreational users 21 and up. And now, with our new theme, Be Our Guest, we're making it easier than ever to join the movement. Get maximum savings and unlock the CannaSense Total Wellness Affiliate Program by becoming a full member. Visit cannasense.com or call us at 1-833-633-4208. Sign up for our newsletter for weekly updates, new products, and exclusive promo codes. Scan the QR code now for education, enrollment, and empowerment. CannaSense, Be Our Guest. Freedom, medicine, and clarity, delivered.